Hello, it's your boy, Lord Farquaad. Guys, coming at you hoes with another motherfucking video. The final love-hate Lord Farquaad's Take show for Madden 17. I've had a love-hate relationship. No, fuck that. They call me Lord Farquaad 2 times. Welcome to my show, Love Hate, Lord Farquaad Take. It's your boy, Lord Farquaad, representing the Dynasty League, representing the Buffalo Bills. This is the final Love Hate segment for the Madden 17 season, or for this year, period. Going into Madden 18, I've had a love-hate relationship with Madden 17. I'm ready to boot this game the fuck out of here. Hey, this is the high-stakes season. But you guys know while we're here, when you guys see the link pop up, or you go to our YouTube channel that's growing, by the way, and you see this show pop up around this time of year, you know what the fuck time it is. It's rape season, baby. It's the Dynasty off season. It's upon us. Free agency is wired. Trades are wired. And hey, this is what this segment is for. This is for some fucking trades that's going on in the Dynasty League. And you know I don't do this show without 2 of my fucking guys, man. I've got the homie H-Speed representing them Titans. And I've got the OG, my brother, my Ace Boone Coon, the man expert. What's up, fellas?
Yo, what's going on?
Guys,
let's go back.
I'm fucking fired up. I'm fired up right now because once again, once again, we come together to the table to talk about some shit that's going on. So let's just fucking. Oh well, before we get into it, shout out HD, man. Made it to came back and had a dog season, 2023 season. Made it all the way to the AFC Championship game. Played a tough game against the Broncos.
Yeah, no doubt.
So big shouts out to you coming back, having a good bounce back season and making some noise. So big ups to you, bro.
Hey, close on the counting horseshoes and darts. So hopefully we'll be back.
It's true. You ain't lying.
Most def. So guys, let's just get into it. We're gonna talk about a few trades here that has happened, and we're gonna smash this what the fuck button going on, man. So let's talk about the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers trade. Let's talk about that trade. Buffalo Bills, I got away with I acquired some pieces. Matty Ice and Matty Ice, shout out to him, owner of the Green Bay Packers. He as soon as I drafted Farrell last draft, he pretty much was coming at me hardcore for Farrell. Hardcore for Farrell. And as much as I love big body receivers, I love speed just as much. So I love Farrell, but I would move him, especially for the pieces that I was being offered. And we came to an agreement today, or earlier today, and that gave me Anthony Barr, beast ass linebacker, in itself, and I snagged assets cornerback Askew. He's 29 years old, but he's still 92 speed, 91 acceleration. He's 6'2". He can play the zone. He's going to keep up with whoever. And I snagged the 15th overall pick. Or no, the 19th overall pick.
Yeah, 19th overall. For
Farrell, the big dog wide receiver, and Vontez Hayden, my linebacker I converted to DN. So I think I came up hella on top. I got a first round pick.
No doubt. And Farrell did not finish the season all 16 games last year.
Hell no, he was hurt.
So there's really not that much body of work. I will say this, Green Bay does love that big wide receiver. So
absolutely.
He definitely got a player that he wanted. I just think he gave up way too much to get him. First off, to me, Farrell's not worth the 19th overall pick anyway, by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And to give up Askew, who can step in and be a starting corner for you right now, and would be a starting corner for most teams. He would start for the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
to give up the 19th and ask you, and then with the cherry on top, give you Barr, who's gonna step in immediately. Just too much. I promise you this trade does not happen in Madden 18.
No, it does
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you know what? To be fair with Matty Ice, Matty Ice, he gets in his mind, he knows what he want to get, and he'll just go after it like a dog. You know what I mean? You got to give him credit for that.
No doubt, no doubt.
So, because I could have got Barr and Askew, but I didn't need him. So, you know, I passed on the deal. But he would definitely be in your DM until you say yes, no, or fuck you or something.
Yeah, he's definitely going to reach out until he gets what he wants. So can't fault. Plus, Matty is a good user.
Oh yeah.
So you know that's one thing. I mean, there's some other users that aren't top tier that are making some of these trades that just blows my mind. But you know, we'll give Matty Ice the benefit of the doubt on this one. But definitely for me, win goes to the Buffalo Bills in this trade.
No doubt. Shout out to Matty Ice, man. Like I said, the main reason why I want to make that trade because for you guys that don't know, the fucking Detroit Lions have won yet another Super Bowl. Another one.
Yeah, bump that dude.
You know, so it's time, you know, I have no problem sending, you know, a good asset of mine over to outside the conference. So I don't have to see him, you know. I will send him outside the conference to the homie that I'm going to root for to, you know, make some noise in that division. So, you know, that's just my thoughts and how my GM, you know, how I like the GM thing.
I mean, that dude KP has won 4 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we can knock the dude all we want because he winning and doing all that. But the dude has won 4 Super Bowls with 3 different people taking snaps. And 2 of those, I believe, you know, I know Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback in real life, but I think he was like 67 years old last year when he won the Super Bowl. So, I mean, you know, big ups to KP. I hope your PlayStation fries during the Madden 18th, during the Madden high stakes season. Hope your tuning date and screws up. I hope you get your PlayStation repo, whatever happens. Something needs to happen because I'm tired of seeing that dude in the Super Bowl and him in Jacuzzi. Tired of seeing them too.
No doubt. So let's get into the thick of things.
The meat and potato time.
The meat is it's time to eat those meat and potatoes, man. All right, guys. We've done this. How many? We've done this type of show many a times. Whether it's Total Access, The Grind. This particular subject happens every single time, and we have some users that just don't really get the value of things. So once again, we have an insane trade that happened here. First off, with the Jacksonville Jaguars, shouts out Andy Force, who was a top 10 user in this league for one. Okay.
Yeah.
And good old Mr. Mr. Breezy himself, owner of the San Diego Chargers. So the Chargers had a horrible season, you know, which is
again
a thing of the norm for him. Yeah. And he had ended the season having the 5th overall pick.
5th overall. Right. Yep.
At the 5th overall pick. So here comes time for the offseason, and you know, I've been singing the same old song as far as this is high stakes season. We're going to high stakes season for one. For two, stop giving top guys these picks. Stop. There's a reason why they're in the playoffs. Same old team in the playoffs every year because same old guys, bottom feeders, are feeding them gold once again. Going into the 2024 season, the most important season in the Dynasty, high stakes, where you would want to be a little bit more careful about what you do. We have a crazy trade. The fucking San Diego Chargers give up the 5th overall pick to the Jaguars. Andy Force in prime position gives that up. The Jaguars give him the 15th overall pick, so he moves back. He moves out of the top 10. He goes from being in the top 5 and moves out of the top 5 for one. Then the Jaguars give away what, the 28th overall pick or something like that? Yeah, 28th overall pick also. So the Chargers acquired 2 firsts, which is, I guess so. I don't mean I wouldn't do that, but and he also gives away a 4th. So the Chargers receive 2 firsts and a 4th round pick, and the Jaguars receive the 5th overall pick. Now, what's so crazy about that is because he came into my DM once again, not me. He comes into my DM and asks me, "Hey," because for one, I asked him how much for that pick, and he gave me some sort of unrealistic thing, and I was like, "Oh, whatever." Then he comes back into my DM a few hours later and says, "Hey, I'll give you the 5th overall pick if you give me your 14th overall and your 19th overall pick and a 3rd round pick. All that for the 5th overall pick?" I said, "Hell no. Hell no. You're crazy." So what does he go do? He turns around and accepts a 15th overall pick and a 28th overall pick and a 4th round pick. 29th and a 4th round pick? You tried to hit me in the head for something that would have been a lot better than what you accepted. And I said, hell no. Would you turn around and go do the same thing? Breezy, once again, like you got like one of the worst, like top 5 worst trades in Dynasty. I think you probably got 4 of them. Like, honestly. Guys, this is a horrible fucking trade. Horrible.
First off, it's a horrible trade on 2 levels. One, you need that 5th overall pick. This is high stakes. You need impact players, and at the 5th pick, you can get an impact player that steps in
a deep draft.
Going to be a stud for you, especially at some key positions that Fruit Cocktail needs. But on the other side, you give it to a guy that's been smashing your head in since you've been in the Dynasty. You just helped this guy. You gave him the ammo to turn around and just shoot you. We talk about this every single year. Like, you have never beat him. How you gonna help him get better?
Yo,
I still don't think people understand high stakes. That's my thing, Farquads. I don't think they understand it.
And Andy Force even said when the trade talks first initially had started, Breezy Andy Force actually offered him something better. That Breezy got greedy as hell, and he got impatient. And so, you know, this is how negotiations work. You can't go into negotiations being greedy, and you can't go into negotiations rushing people, because that's like going to a girl wanting some pussy, and you going up to the chick and be like, "Yo, let me get that. Like,
yeah.
Hey, she's gonna go away, bro. Like you don't do that.
Let me jump in there, and I just seen a movie trailer about this type of thing, about these trades that's be going on in Dynasty. It's called 47 Meters Deep, and if you haven't seen it, 47 meters down. If you haven't seen it, it's a movie about 2 dumbasses that go get in the shark cage, and then it cracks, and now all the sharks are just swimming around. That's what happens to these dummies that's inside the top 5 every year. The sharks are swimming around. KP, Andy Forrest, the type. We try to get your pick because we know that the top or most impactful players are at the top of the draft. Hello. I mean, this is
crazy, man.
Man, year in and year out, you go and trade out of the pick, Flairs, the Breezes, the HBOs, and y'all helping. Matter of fact, Flair and KP, they got 4 Super Bowls in between them, so I guess that's pretty successful, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So, okay, that was crazy in itself. But guys,
hey, we got nipples too. KP just made another trade.
Oh my God, man!
He went to trade with Texans and got 3 more picks. Now they're not first round picks, but a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th for the guys that he gave up. I'm pretty sure he fleeced them again, like he did last year.
What pick? What pick was this, man?
He gave him his 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick, and 4th round pick for 3 players. McCullough, a guy that I'm sure KP don't need. I'm about to pull him up right now.
See, again, this is typical KP moves. wide receiver McCullough,
tackle, and the outside linebacker who don't start for him.
Venable, and Winborn. This is typical KP moves. Hold on, the fucking Texans made a deal like this last season with KP. He made this exact same. KP for one, we're at high stakes. We're in the last season before we go into Madden 18. So, honestly, at this point, these players don't matter. But with these type of trades early, in the early seasons to stack teams, stop trading with, make him have to pay, make him break the fucking bank or release these guys. And then it's all fair game. Because what happens is these guys trade with KP and then they give KP all this gold, take these guys, and then they lose these guys the next year in free agency or something crazy. For example, Flair, the trade he did with KP last year to get that wide receiver Gable, what happened? Motherfucker's in Austin. He's in Chicago now. He hit the free agency. He's in Chicago now. But you gave up your first. You gave up a first. You gave up the number 3 overall pick, which is the number 3 overall pick you gave up to a Super Bowl contender for a wide receiver that you didn't even keep, that you only kept for one full season. That sounds crazy as shit. Meanwhile, but so Carl, I don't get it, bro. I guess that's, like I said, that's the moves like that is why you're on Pit My, you're the first on Pit My roster. You should probably jump back on there on Pit My roster another 2, 3, 4 times. FJ, talk some sense to your boy, man.
He too worried about what's happening in Dallas. That's your problem, Carl. Why you so worried about what's happening in Dallas?
God damn, man.
You not on the Cowboy level. We competing for a Super Bowl. You competing for 3rd place in your division. You need to start worrying about the Dallas Cowboys.
KP need all them picks.
Hold on, Farquads. I know we talking trade, but I gotta jump off in a tangent real quick. First off, listen. I had to cut 2 studs on my team because of a mistake that I made at 3 o'clock in the morning before I had to go to work, cutting Byron Jones, which I never would have done. That's not the type of user that I am. So if you think that's the type of user the expert is, then we got a whole different situation. It has nothing to do with me picking my 2 players. Me having to cut Jasper and Rawls hurt me in free agency because I was fixing to go get Sloan in free agency and he wouldn't have been a Texan. But instead, I had to go back and get my 2 players. So why are y'all all tripping? I had to overpay to get those 2 guys back. If you wanted Rawls or you wanted Jasper, open your checkbook up. Put the money on the table. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut and stop worrying about what I'm doing in Dallas.
Yeah, because my man Expert went ahead and paid quarterback money for these dudes. He paid them motherfuckers $21 million a piece. I was like, damn, shit. He was giving them motherfuckers quarterback money. And if you didn't have quarterback money to pony up or you didn't want to do that, then, what can you say?
Right. Yeah. And so that violation turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I was cracking up, man, because motherfuckers was in the chat pissed off at my homie. Because he was, next thing you know, everyone was like, oh shit, Jasper this, Jasper that. He about to lose all these players. And then right before the deadline, all you see is Dallas right at the top of all them lists.
That's right.
My man
man
just fleeced all y'all motherfuckers, man. He made
and
a mistake, but it turned out.
If you got a problem with it, hit the commish up. Because I asked, the commish reached out to me and said, hey, you can bid on your players to get them back. So that's not like it was my decision. I had to get permission to do that. I know it's high stakes. You got to come at somebody. Y'all come get it, Expert. It's okay. But y'all look up because I'll be at the top of the standings going for that championship this year.
Well then. So let's jump back on this pick. So we just analyzed the Seahawks and that one. But let's
Texans and KP.
Let's go back. Yeah, that one. But let's go back now. Let's go back to the Chargers and the Jaguar trade we talked about. For you guys that just joining in or jumping in halfway through, the Chargers gave up his 5th overall pick to the top dog Andy Garza for 2 firsts, a mid first and a late first, and a 4th round pick. So
got him.
He turns around and makes another trade. Okay, this one's even crazier and much more weirder. So the Chiefs, his division mate, they make a crazy deal. So Chiefs have the 6th overall pick. Breezy gives up. He trades left end, 85 overall, I think. Joey Bosa.
85 overall, Joey Bosa.
That freak show, Joey Bosa, he gives up. He gives up the 15th overall pick that he got, that he just acquired, and he gets a 3rd round pick, and gives up a 3rd round pick. All of that for the 6th overall pick. So you gave up 3 pieces. So you acquired 3 pieces to get a 5th overall pick, or no, you gave up. No, okay. I'm sorry. I'm
gonna break it down in a second for you. Hold on, let me break it down real quick. This is what let's do the net. Fuck what he gave up for this. Hey, don't worry about. Only thing that matters what your check actually say when they after they tax it. So after they tax his trade, he moved down 1 pick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he moves down 1 pick and he picks up the number 29th pick, basically, and he gave up Joey Bosa. Okay. He gave up a 3rd round pick, and he received the 4th round pick. That's the meat and potatoes of what he did. He picked up a 29th pick. He picked up he traded down from a 3rd round pick to a 4th round pick because that's what he got from the Jags, and he basically got greased up all the way around.
Yeah, greased ain't even the right word. That's not even the right word. I mean,
violated.
I like that one better. That's exactly what happened.
So that makes no sense though. You have the 5th overall pick and you give up all this shit, or you get fucking pieces to give up that 5th pick. Then you turn around and trade pretty much the pieces that you just acquired to move up 1 more slot or move down 1 slot. That's
what he did. Just moved down the slot and picked up an extra first. He didn't even get like an impact player. At least I'm gonna give me an impact player out the deal or something. Golly.
No, but he gave up Bosa.
Right. And he giving up an impact player. I mean, it just I don't know the logic behind it. 47 meters. I guess the Sharks was swimming around and intimidated him and said, "Oh no, I gotta make the deal."
Now, well, that Breezy, bro, you on the trade committee with me. Like we've been doing this for the last 2 seasons now. We see and we talk about it, and you come to me for help, and I groom you. I try to help you sometimes, and sometimes like no, figure it out. You know, you can figure out yourself because you just gonna turn around and listen anyway. Like I'm gonna put out there now. Like don't ever DM me asking for help again. Like I'm not gonna do it. Because this makes no sense, bro. So good luck, but let's talk about one more trade that didn't happen. Talk about one more trade that didn't happen. Got reneged between the Giants and the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to Mo Booker, man. Hell of a season last year, bro. So big shout out to you. But let's talk about this deal that fell through. The Giants and Dolphins trade. The Giants received the Dolphins' 1st round pick, 17th overall, and a 3rd round pick, 81st overall. The Dolphins would have received wide receiver Cedric Ross and Trey Payton, and a cornerback Russell Jasper. So,
bunch of sure
I guess so. Yeah, for the most part. But the Giants, he was hyped. He definitely moved up in the draft, or he acquired another 1st and had a 3rd round pick. So he was sitting right. I'm sure he has some. He moved up to make some things happen for that. With that pick to grab whoever he wanted, but that didn't happen because we had another user that jumped in the chat and pretty much red flagged that deal. Tried to do my job for me, but me doing my job, I knew it was a violation in the first place. But he felt the need to jump in the chat and pretty much say, "Hey, how is that supposed to happen? Veto the trade, bro. Why are you getting mad at the one person that you constantly beat every year for trying to get better?" Like, I mean, in his mind, he's trying to get better, but why would you try to veto that trade? Like, for one, he's about to get hit with a penalty. If you didn't say anything, I had the penalty warmed up and ready for him. He would have never known. he would have got hit with the death penalty. Like what? It was, I think the death penalty is, for one, it's a slot down, and on top of that, it's like what, five? Like Deion chooses a certain amount of guys that he'll give them like negative 10 attributes or take 10 attribute points down or something like that. So he would have got hit with that penalty pretty hard. But you turn around and save him. I don't know why. I don't get that. You know, that's not really what high stakes is about. We don't save people here. But that happened. That happened. Thoughts? Concerns?
Why would we veto the trade in the first place?
I don't.
That's my biggest thing. Like what if we vetoed his?
Right. Well, he tried to veto the trade because the Dolphins last year, if you guys don't remember that epic ass deal between the Dolphins and the Packers last year, Matty Ice had gave up 3 players, and the Dolphins couldn't make that draft, so he traded out his first. And the rule in Dynasty is you cannot trade out, or if you trade out the first round one year, you cannot trade out the first round next year. So fast forward to 2024, Miami was going to trade out again and get hit with that penalty, but for some odd reason, he got saved by his division mate. That's on the clock. So I don't get it, but that happened.
It's crazy too, because I was in Mo B's fucking DM trying to get that pick. I was like, hey, hello, and you know what he treated me like? He treated me like a ex-boyfriend or something that was trying to get back with the girl, and she's like, she ain't fucking with him no more.
Yeah.
Hit me with the silent treatment, ignored me, probably man, blocked my number and shit. Man, it was brutal. But the Jets went ahead. I'm gonna put it out there. My man Jets went ahead and was Captain Save-A-Ho and saved him from the death penalty, because basically if he got that penalty, it was 0-16 City, baby.
Oh yes sir. It wouldn't look good for him, but for some reason he saved him, which was nuts. So that pretty much sums up, once again, another offseason in the Dynasty League. It's crazy, but this happens every year. My man HP even said, like, I saw the trades, and like I become immune to the shit. Like, and it's crazy because that's literally this happens at least 2-3 times every offseason, with the same users for the most part. So it's nuts. It's wild. It's the Dynasty season. It's this high stakes season.
Yeah.
And for you guys that are listening and don't really know, high stakes season is the final season. It was a dogfight from the 2017 season up to this last season, 2024 high stakes season. High stakes season is the last season that we have in this Madden. We take a little break before Madden 18 comes out.
Everybody got to calm down after this year.
Absolutely,
because we got dudes that used to be boys that we going after each other's throat now.
I'm telling you, bro. So, fuck you and your punk ass mama. That's how it is now. That's how it goes now. Pretty much a bunch of guys some are playing for jerseys at this point, but some are playing for their teams. Everyone from up to the Super Bowl champ all the way down gets their chance. First dibs on whatever team they want, and it works all the way down. So that's our draft we have after the last season. But there's a bunch of rules that are in effect, and if you violate certain things, you move down a slot. So it gets really serious around this point in time. That's why I'm not going to have too much content dropping during this season. I'm going to be focused. I got to get the fuck up out of Buffalo. And I mean, that's high stakes, though.
I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited. This will be my first high stakes, man.
Yeah, mine too.
So I'm ready to fuck some people's hopes and dreams up. That's what I'm looking to do.
The police will be out. The feds will be watching.
It's bad.
Get serious, man.
We
serious.
haven't even started the season yet,
and it's nuts already.
It's already cutthroat. But
but the crazy thing is we got guys trying to be buddy though. Also, I don't get that. People saving each other.
I'm gonna take my bum ass coward self back to Dallas. Apparently,
I guess so. Yeah, he's still aiming for you, man. Goddamn.
It's okay. You know them internet gangsters. You know how they be. What my man Drake say? Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers or something like that. That's it.
Golly,
it's okay. Bro. I'll be in the playoffs. It's okay, Carl. Watch me in the playoffs.
But hey guys that are listening, hey, we have a bundle. We have a sweepstakes going on right now. If you guys don't know, we have a $200 PlayStation bundle that we have a sweepstakes. All you have to do is go to our YouTube page and subscribe to the DML Network. You can find us on Twitter also. We have details out on our Twitter page at the Dynasty CFM, I believe. I think that's what it is. I don't want to tell you guys wrong, but I believe that's what it is, at the Dynasty CFM. We have, like I said, we have a $200 PlayStation bundle package that includes the Madden 18, the GOAT edition, a gold controller, a $20 PSN card, and a league T-shirt. All you gotta do is hit subscribe and take it even a step further and share it. And share it on all your platforms. That's it. $200 for free for the click of a button. Hey, that's one hell of a fucking deal.
That's a better deal than they're giving up. That's a better deal than they're giving up in the Dynasty, man. You can't beat that.
I'm telling you, man. That's top notch. So again, guys, just go to our YouTube page, DML Network. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, go and find us on Twitter at the Dynasty CFM. We have details of the sweepstakes there. That is that is Madden 18, the GOAT edition with Tom Brady on the cover. That's a gold fucking controller, not a pink, not a purple, not a gold controller. A $20 PSN card is gonna get you what? You get whatever the fuck you want for $20. That's a lot on the PlayStation Network. And a league T-shirt, man. So guys, check that sweepstakes out. It's live. I think the deadline ends. We pick a winner on the 3rd of next month, I want to say.
It's August 3rd, right?
August.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
August 3rd.
So
we got some time.
We got some time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. Let's get this content out and watch us grow. And depending on how this goes, we'll keep doing things like this for the community, man. Because at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of us. It's 32 of us guys that loves Madden, love the community, and Madden gives a lot to us, and we want to give back to the community as well. So this is just something small that we want to do to thank guys for watching us grow and helping us grow. And we're gonna keep coming at you guys hard with this content also. So big shout out to you guys. But hey, guys, you guys got the floor. Anything you guys want to say?
Man, let's get it. And I cannot wait. Let's start getting these games in. All this talk in the chat, all that means nonsense. Let's put it on the field where it really matters. We'll get into that.
HP? Not sure if we lost my man.
We lost Andre. Andre ready to go. He's ready to go.
He already in front of the computer, which is cool, man.
Got to get ready for the draft.
No doubt. Which goes live tonight at 8:00, guys. It's going to be a fire-lit draft. This is the last draft, a very deep draft. We got some big players right here that's looking to jump on these franchises and make some noise for these users and for these owners that's trying to make their push for this tourney, man. Hot Takes is what it's all about. So I want to say thank you guys for listening. Share, like, subscribe to this channel. Let's make it happen, guys. You know how we do this thing, man. Before I go, I want to thank H-Speed. I want to thank my brother, my Boone Coon, Mr. Expert, for jumping on the show as always, man. We're gonna get some love paid out to you guys too during this season. It's not gonna be as much content because we're gonna be focused, but we'll get some content out to you guys throughout the season. Be on the lookout for that. Guys, this has been another episode of Love, Hate, Lord Farquads Take. Big shout out to all you guys. You know how we sign off on this thing. Suck my dick, keep God in your heart, and let's get it.